What's up, Bulldogs? All right, it's been a while here. It's kind of interesting. I'm in a new era, a new phase where I don't feel like I have to constantly make videos, and I'm really making videos when I want to make videos. I'm really just focused more now on quality versus quantity, which is quite interesting. It's so much of a more rewarding place to be. You know what I mean? I mean, like these videos, obviously I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on the quality of them. I'm not going to, do edits to them or anything like that. But the other content that I'm putting out, at least the videos that I'm making, I'm doing massive edits, obviously. I've talked about that before on my other channel. And in fact, I've got some great news. I'm basically going to reach my goal. So if you recall, my plan or my goal was to create, I think it was like 10 videos or maybe it was 8 videos on the new channel, and one of them should get at least 50,000 views. And the video that just came out last time, which it's been a month, I need to create the new video, but I'll talk about the reasons why I haven't created one yet, is going to hit 50,000 views. It's at 43,000 views right now. So that's crazy. That's awesome, right? The channel is brand new, less than 2,000 subscribers, but it's got videos that are doing better than my good channel, in the last few years at least. So, but that's because of the quality, right? And so, the guys that were saying, you're not gonna make it, that's fine. Well, I've just been focusing a lot more on everything, just making it better quality, just putting my effort into it, and it just feels better. It's like, I don't know, I feel like a kid again who's making stuff, making a drawing and, putting your effort into something and enjoying the process of doing that. So I'm making actually right now a video that is not actually a video that's going on a YouTube channel, but it's a lead magnet. So essentially in some videos or wherever I'm going to advertise this, I'll say, if you want these 5 intimacy killers, that's murdering her attraction for you, here they are, give me your email address and I'll send you this. And, a lot of times when people create lead magnets, what they create is not so good. This is good. This is really good. This is literally 5 reasons why a woman stops having sex with you, and it's legit. It tells you exactly what they are, explains them, and tells you how to fix the problem, right? So it's real valuable advice that you can use. And I did a nice script for it, and I'm editing it. I'm not doing like super crazy edits on it, but it's quality stuff, right? So, but it's been fun doing that. And then, I'm just really trying to focus on making sure that I'm doing things in a high quality way. And that's really, I don't know, it's a big lesson for me, I think, because I was so successful in a lot of my life by doing so much volume, by brute forcing my way, by being prolific. In fact, at one point, I was telling people, hey, if you're prolific, that always wins. And, that used to be the case. It used to be the case online, but it's really not the case anymore. And even though it was the case before, it's not the winning strategy, because in the end, the cream rises to the top. In the end, producing higher quality stuff is going to get you better results. And that's a lesson I wish I would have learned a lot earlier, And I've seen this before, right? If you follow me for a while, my books, my books for Simple Programmer, the Soft Skills Software Developer's Life Manual, and even the Complete Software Developer's Career Guide. Those books, I put a lot of effort and time in making those books as good as I could. Although it's debatable now that I'm thinking of level quality, I can make them even better. I'd love to do revision, and those books sold really, really well. They did really well for me. So it's just, it's just the thing that I wish I would have learned. And if you're kind of at that phase right now, I guess I would tell you, slow down, slow the fuck down. Because you're in a rush. You're trying to get so much stuff done, trying to do this, and it's like, you can paint a lot of finger paintings and you can throw them out there, but it's never going to get you closer to the masterpiece. Like, you gotta focus on, and it's not that you gotta focus on just doing one thing and just making a masterpiece the first time. It's that everything you're putting out, you have to focus on using it for the purpose of making the next one better. Right? So you gotta produce, you gotta do what you know now, right? Not just study, but you gotta think, how can I iterate? You gotta use that as a stepping stone so that every time you put something out, it becomes better. And that's really That's really the thing. It's a lesson that I wish I would have known. So I'm working on a couple things simultaneously too. I bought this program for getting leads from LinkedIn, which seems pretty good. But again, I'm meticulously going through the content, making sure that I follow all the steps and produce the best possible outcome that I can from that. And I know that I'm going to get results from that because I'm doing it that way, right? So I'm a little nervous because I've got multiple things, going on at this time, but it's okay. But it's okay because I'm taking the steps, one at a time, and I'm going to do, I'll get the things done. And I'm not worried. I'm not worried about time. It's kind of weird because I've been running pretty. I would say I'm probably running in the negative for the company right now, but it's not like super bad negative. But it's definitely reducing. And I should be like really nervous about this, but I'm not really. And I'll tell you why. And the main reason why is because I know that with the quality level that I'm producing and the results that I'm getting for the guys that I'm coaching right now with the relationship coaching, there's no way that I don't win. There's no way that I don't succeed and turn this thing around and make it better than it's ever been, right? And I can see that already with the YouTube channel, right? I already can see that when I create these high quality videos that I'm putting a lot of work into, that I get better results than I've been able to get, ever, right? Especially in terms of it being a brand new channel and the kind of views that I'm getting on. So I know that it will succeed. I know that it will work, and I know I've got, I'm not going to rush it, right? And that's the thing. It's like, it's if I could go back in time, if I were to, I'm not a really regret type of person, but one of the big things I would do is obviously focus. I've talked about that before, focus on one thing, but along with that, just be more meticulous and take more time. Don't be in a rush, right? Take the time to do the things right, to invest in learning and growing and improving your skill on each step. Because if you keep on getting better, you have to win. That's the thing. And I'm trying to think of a good analogy, but it's sort of like one of those strategy games where you keep on spending the resources on an immediate effect. Like, let's say, I don't know, I'm thinking of like Warcraft 2 or something like that, where I think you could spend some resources to do like a blizzard effect or spell, or maybe with one of your wizards or something, and it would just use up resources to do that. And it's like, if you do that, you're going to kill the enemies immediately in that area, but you're not building anything. Whereas if you use those resources and you invest those resources in building new buildings and building more structure and leveling up, that type of thing, then you're becoming more powerful overall, right? And so it's real easy in life, and especially in business, to get into the cycle of just keeping it going, just keeping the lights on, never really improving, never really iterating, because you don't want to make that investment, or you want the immediate results, or you need the cash now. But if you can resist that and you can instead focus on the long game, the really long game, this idea of, all right, if I get really, really good at something and I can constantly improve at a thing, then there's no way that I can't succeed, and I'll succeed a lot more than I would. So anyway, that's pretty much it. We'll talk more later, but that's where I'm at right now, and I'm feeling good about it. Even though you could argue and say that I'm getting the worst results that I've ever gotten, but I know that that's the case, and I wish I would have done the same thing with all the parts of my life. But you can't take it back. But I learned it now, and there's still time.